If you had $1 for every single time someone told you that XRP was about to go crazy parabolic, break out, explode, or even shock everyone, I don't think that you would even be watching any videos. I don't think that you would be even investing because you'd probably be extremely wealthy. But in this video, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about what to watch for and why I personally believe XRP actually is about to shock everyone and explode. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. If we take a quick look at the overall market, we can see that Bitcoin is still ranging around $58,000. There's still a possibility of us running the lows because right now everyone's sentiment is starting to change. They're starting to get a little bit bullish, saying everything's, oh, look at everything's back. You know, Bitcoin's bouncing back in a heavy way. Most altcoins are also bouncing back. XRP also bouncing back. If we take a quick look at the 1 month, we lost 40 cents. It was like 38 cents that we hit. And then we bounced back and we're sitting at almost 45 cents. Now, are we celebrating that? Not exactly, but I will talk about that here in a second as well. But regardless, we still need to be cautious here. We can't get too bullish yet. I strongly encourage everyone to join the free Discord. There's going to be a link at the top of the description below. This is one of the most valuable and informative Discords out there, and it's completely free. There's a free side that has a ton of free crypto gems, free market strategies, guides, market trends, free charts, and there's also going to be new cheat sheets dropped in this Discord. And already, we have a ton of testimonials from members of the Discord that have been absolutely loving it. So what are you waiting for? Go and click the link at the top of the description below and join the free Discord. One thing that I am looking at when it comes to XRP is the sentiment around XRP. It is pretty much at all-time lows at this point. Nobody cares about XRP. Everyone is ignoring XRP, and that's what we actually want to see. Now, if we look at XRP, it is well known for this move back in 2017, 2018, where it did over a 60,000% run up to the upside to hit that all-time high that everyone has been chasing since. Now, if we take a quick look at the all-time high to where we are at currently, it has been well over 2,380 days without it making a new all-time high. Now, this doesn't mean that XRP needs to make a new all-time high or it won't make a new all-time high. I see a lot of people saying, and this is like an argument, oh, XRP hasn't made a new all-time high since 2017, 2018, so it never will again. This is very ridiculous, especially when we are in a very early on market. You got to remember that the crypto asset class itself is still only worth $2.14 trillion. So we are still very early on in this market. And I do believe that XRP is going to be around for a very long time. I think so many people overlook how much value is actually behind XRP. First off, it's been in the top 10 for well over a decade. If it falls out of the top 10, is it a big deal? Not exactly, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon because I do believe that XRP will wake up. But when we take a quick look at XRP, we have been going sideways for 2,380 days, and I know that you guys are probably going to say, well, what about this high back in 2021? Although, yeah, it is a nice high, it's really not a big move in the market. Now, for anyone that was investing during March of 2020 or even just around 2020, and I'm just going to go off of the midline here, XRP still did well over a 10x return. It did a 1,075% move to the upside. So this was not a bad move on XRP, considering the fact that it was in the middle of a lawsuit. Now, I have addressed why I believe XRP will make a new all-time high and continue even higher this cycle. I don't think that I need to even tell you guys that because if you have been watching my videos, you know how much substance is behind XRP. And I'm not just talking about the connections back to Ripple. I'm talking about the amendments on the XRP ledger, the payments happening on the XRP ledger, the expansion happening on the XRP ledger. So there's a lot more ammunition in XRP at this point than back in 2021. Also, XRP did get relisted on all major exchanges after it did get cleared as not a security in the courts. So XRP, like I said, does have a lot of ammunition. Now, as we do take a look at XRP, what's going to move XRP? Everyone's looking at a catalyst. Oh, is it going to be a settlement? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? XRP will surprise a lot of people and move when we least expect it. This market, you're not going to time this market. You're not going to sit here and say, all right, I'm going to buy XRP right now because I know that's going to move. You're never going to be able to time the market perfectly. And if you do, then you got very lucky. But in my opinion, when we take a look at a lot of these altcoins, nobody's going to know exactly when they will move. But one thing that determines everything is Bitcoin dominance. Back on, or actually just today, but back also on July 8th, I made a post regarding this. So this is, everyone is focused on Bitcoin. I'm watching Bitcoin dominance more and more than ever before. A lot of altcoin holders are about to become very wealthy once dominance loses its range. Now also over here, I said Bitcoin dominance is in a solid range and it looks ready to pump hard. Speaks volumes on why we are seeing such bearish altcoin sentiment. And if we take a look at this, this is an inverse chart. This is what the chart actually looks like. And if you guys do see this, yes, we are in a range. This range is us just kind of going sideways while it is continuing to weaken. This is on the weekly, and as you guys do see, the candle body closes back in May versus just recently are printing a lower high. This is very bearish technically in the structure, but once we lose this 54% level, we will run this fair value gap, which is right around 51.38% to about 52.29%. If we lose this area, specifically, if we lose 50%, this thing is going to crash hard. And we want to see Bitcoin during that time running to 80 to 100K plus, or even becoming stable at some high valuations. We would most likely want to see Bitcoin run first, then Bitcoin dominance starting to drop while Bitcoin becomes stable or just continues a little bit higher. That will push altcoins into alt season. But we're still watching this chart because this determines alt season beginning. And this is the number one thing that I have been focused on when it comes to XRP or any altcoin. Everyone's looking at these altcoins and saying, oh, we're so bearish on altcoins. Well, yeah, because Bitcoin dominance is at these massive highs while it continues to chop around $58,000 currently. And even more recently, when it took the leap down below 60K all the way down to like almost $53,000 or so, it took altcoins with it in a heavy way because of how high dominance was, which is why, yes, everyone was bearish on altcoins. And that's why I said, it speaks volumes on where we are starting to see, altcoin sentiment be. But outside of this, as we take a look at XRP, a lot of people have been looking at the Bollinger Band saying, this is the tightest monthly Bollinger Band squeezes in its history and in all of crypto right now. The last time it squeezed like that, it shot up 60,000%. Now, this is from the great Matsby. Now, I don't really like to look at Bollinger Bands all that much. I don't really care to. Obviously, yes, they are a great indicator, but more so when we take a quick look at XRP, let's just be real. Is XRP about to do a 60,000% run up like it did back in 2017, 2018? No, I don't believe so. And even if we go over here, right, we can see that $250 XRP is pre-programmed. Like some of this stuff, it's a little ridiculous. Let's just be honest. But I'm not gonna, say anything about that. I just don't think that I am following a $250 XRP plan right now when we are in a market that's not even regulated and utility doesn't really matter just yet. But I do believe that XRP is primed for a very large move. And I do think that the first target in my mind should be about $5. I'm looking at anywhere between $4.50 to $5. And then from there, we really kind of look at $8 to $10 with a high probability of it possibly even front running some of those targets and hitting around $12 to $15 like everyone was calling for back in 2021. But outside of that, I want to go back in time, right? Because like I said, when it comes to sentiment, I do focus on market sentiment a lot. And it is because if you just trade emotions in this space, you could become very successful. If we go back to 2017, this goes back to June 1st. We have XRP, I'm out. The pattern looks like head and shoulders. Now, this was June 1st. This is before XRP went on that next major move to the upside. If we go back to this time, this is June 1st back here, right? Now, yeah, XRP did sell off a little bit, but it wasn't much. But even if we look at this, he missed out on almost 13x gains. Now, outside of that post, we also have XRP is the new DGB, sell before reaching zero. This was October of 2017. Again, if we go back to this time frame, here's October. You can see how high XRP ran. Now, more so, let's go look at Peter Brandt, which is a very prominent individual, almost 1 million followers. We have XRP Bitcoin. This chart demonstrates wonderfully why I want to be long the strongest coins and ignore the crap coins. This was back in November of 2017. This is right before XRP ran extremely hard. Now, I also shared with you guys a more updated view of this because, again, Peter Brent did make a second post, but I want to just look at 2017 specifically. Here we have Tone Vase as well. It's official, Bitcoin is no longer the #1 crypto. The honor is now held by Ripple XRP, and don't forget, they are centralized so they can make more. Like, these are the comical posts that we were seeing back in 2017, and it speaks volumes on where the sentiment was and what we were expecting when it comes to XRP back then. Now, was I back then trading XRP or anything like that? Not exactly. In fact, back then, I really didn't care too much about crypto to the point where, I am now. Back then, I was just mainly utilizing crypto as gambling for CSGO skins. And even during this time, I was getting paid in crypto to do like graphic design work. So I wasn't very serious in crypto during 2017 all that much. But, if we go back in time, this was May of 2017. So yeah, it did flip Bitcoin for quite some time, and it even flipped Ethereum for a very long time as well. And it did run up even more from this post. This was May of 2017. This is another post by the same individual as well, calling it a garbage coin. He's calling for a bubble around these coins too. And he talked about the market cap of XRP pre-mined scam token plus its clone XLM pre-mined scam token, and how they're, greater than Bitcoin right now. And it's just so funny because, if we look at some of the posts back in 2017 and we look at some of the posts even today, again, we could tell that XRP, XLM, like these coins are so hated. Everyone hates these coins, especially even right now. Like retail hates XRP because it's been so long since a new all-time high. XRP was in the middle of a lawsuit, so it did get stifled, and it also got thrown, out the window essentially from the last bull run, because for the longest time, what the sentiment was around XRP is that it's a scam, that, the insiders are dumping massive amounts of XRP and this and that. And even now, there's still the thought process of XRP being centralized, even though the escrow is not actually controllable by Ripple. So it's funny that that is still a narrative even today, though, versus 2017. Now, let's take a quick look at today. So this was May 12th of this year from Peter Brent. From a pure classical charting point of view, that is, this chart looks like it is headed towards zero. And this is the XRP Bitcoin pair. And it's so funny. Like, obviously, May 12th, from May 12th to where we are at currently, yes, we did drop quite a bit. Here's May 13th, for an example. XRP was trading around like 50 cents or so, and then we dropped down to like 38 cents, like I said. But it's funny because if we take a look at Peter Brent today versus 2017, we could tell that he basically marked a major signal that XRP was either one, close to its bottom, or at its bottom right before it went to a massive upside move. Now, also, here we have another post. Now, I forgot when this got posted. Let me check it. So this was December 18th of last year, and this is from a Bitcoin maxi, almost 100,000 followers. XRP is a scam. Banks will never use XRP. They will use some form of USD or Bitcoin. How comical. Let me explain. And we have XRP is not decentralized. It's just kind of like these comical arguments to contrast that you need to study Bitcoin. You need to be buying Bitcoin. You need to be looking at Bitcoin. I've always said that Bitcoin always seems like one of the biggest psyops for retail to be jumping into Bitcoin and buying only Bitcoin at a time where Bitcoin technically actually doesn't have zero utility outside of being a store of value, if you will. But the last time I checked, a store of value doesn't go up and down 70% in a very short amount of time, especially with the volatility that is attracted to Bitcoin. Also, if Bitcoin is so lucrative and so attractive for retail, why do we constantly have Bitcoin maxis trying to shill Bitcoin so heavy? It's because they need that network effect. They need buyers to come in to buy up Bitcoin to push it higher. When utility finally takes over the space and we have coins flipping Bitcoin and Bitcoin loses the #1 spot, I wonder what the argument will be then. And I wonder how Bitcoin will react. I'm not against Bitcoin. In fact, I'm actually very pro Bitcoin. I'm glad that Bitcoin was here. I'm glad that Bitcoin happened because it paved the way for a lot of these coins. But the Bitcoin maxis that always look at all other coins and say that they're scams, they're this, they're that, just because they want to shill Bitcoin, it's so ridiculous. Now, I did make a post regarding that, and I said statements like this will age so poorly. It's comical how many people forget the moves that XRP makes when you least expect it. And that's exactly why I'm looking at XRP today, and I'm like, so many people are going to get taken off guard once XRP does run. But I said it underperformed in 2021 greatly, but in this next run, I think it will outperform everyone's expectations. Why, you ask? Simple answer. The space is maturing and money is flowing. The big players are investing into quality projects, and the XRP ledger is one of the highest quality platforms out there. The amendments that are in progress right now are truly revolutionary for the future of the XRP ledger. XRP was and is one of the largest players in the space. Even when we've seen the announcement of the SEC lawsuit, mainstream media fear porn, and mass delistings, XRP still retained a position in the top 10. That last sentence is everything you need to know regarding the significance of XRP in this space. Many are aware of the value behind XRP and the XRP ledger. It's sad most are still stuck in the box that is Bitcoin, failing to realize it. And yes, this is true even today. Now, outside of this, I also put a spotlight on XRP Bitcoin pair, right? Like the Bitcoin pair for XRP, everyone should be focused on right now. Phase 2 is loading, and I've talked about it, right? Bitcoin dominance looks weak. It's continuing to print a bearish pattern. And as we think about that, right, we need to be focused on the XRP Bitcoin pair or any altcoin Bitcoin pair. And even as we do look at this, right, we could see that this has been ranging off of that macro trend line going all the way back to 2017, 2018, and we're just waiting. In fact, it's actually printing a very similar pattern, right, where you have that major oversold wick. Again, we have that major oversold wick that just happened June 3rd, and now we have maintained this bottom trend line, and now we're just waiting for a big bounce on this chart. Even as we do look at the USD chart, right, it just filled a massive gap going all the way back to March of 2023. And for you guys to look at this and, really kind of see what I mean. So here we have a major candle wick, right? And then we also have another candle wick on the next candle. It filled this whole gap between this candle wick and this candle wick. This was a fair value gap, and we are now trading within this fair value gap. We avoided this gap for so long since going all the way back in time to roughly 2023, and now we are finally filling that gap. So you love to see it. This is actually very healthy, and we also flipped 41.5 cents or so into support, the same support level that we've now closed 2 weekly candles on. This weekly candle close will be crucial for this, because if we do close above this, that means that support is being held. The same support that we held back in May of 2023, same support that we held back in September of 2022, and the same support from February into March of 2021, right before XRP ran heavy. And a lot of people forget that XRP ran to 75 cents, just like we saw back in March. Actually, we ran up to 75 cents. Here's 75 cents back in February of 2021 before it sold off heavy down into this area, chopped sideways for the month of February into like the beginning of March before we ran all the way to that 2021 high. This is basically the same exact move that we're starting to see over here. Now, do I think that this move is about to brew and XRP is about to run to like almost $2? No, but I do think that this is very healthy price action, and it's not anything that we haven't seen before when it comes to XRP. But I am watching the XRP Bitcoin pair a lot more closely now, especially even with the Bitcoin dominance chart. But all of this is telling us that alt season is coming. Alt season still has yet to happen. Bitcoin dominance for the longest time has been around 50+%. I mean, we even go back to when, Bitcoin dominance did gain over 50%, which happened back in October of 2023. Guys, it's been a very long time of Bitcoin dominance just ranging around the 50+% zone. Waiting for this to break down is the key. And that's when we start to see XRP going crazy. And with the sentiment, with everyone looking at XRP, with everyone getting so negative about XRP, this is when XRP will explode and shock everyone. And I do think that, alt season is coming. I think that we're getting closer and closer every single day. I mean, you can look at the volume on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum is catching up. Ethereum dominance is also catching up. I think that's only a matter of time until we start to see Bitcoin dominance take that leap down to the bottom, and with alt season officially beginning. Now, do I have a date or a time frame when this happens? I don't. But I do think that over the course of the next couple of weeks, we should start to see this chart breaking down heavy. and altcoins like XRP breaking out against Bitcoin, their Bitcoin pairs, and the USD chart also following along. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. See you guys more, follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.